Yeah, I related to her curious because I don't really like suits, but I don't mind wearing one though. But, like I come here and I feel underdressed, but I'm in the technology and video production, and I feel as though I really don't need a suit, but I'm here and I feel underdressed.
Why do you feel uncomfortable in a suit?
Cause I just, me personally, I just don't like them, like you said.
And I mean, it could be in the condition that that's the way we're brought up. We're brought up in jeans and sweatshirts, that's what we're going to wear. If we're brought up in suits, that's what we're going to wear. So we're conditioned to it. So we can change the way we feel about something if we change our behaviors. So in wearing it and getting used to it, it becomes second nature. So, you know, if we wear it more often.
The other piece to that, I'm sorry, the other piece to that, I fully agree with what she's saying. The only reason why I said what I said to you initially, and I still stand by it, I'm not funny, but the reason why I'm saying that to you is because until you become Russell Simmons, where you can just dress down in khakis in the Argyle, where you have the 200 million behind you, you don't really get a chance to make that call, because as you're climbing the ladder, you're also being evaluated by individuals who are looking down the ladder, looking up. And so, if everybody has on blue shirt, tan khakis, what separates you from them? If I'm looking down at the sea of potential. And so, the only thing that we're talking about is really standing up and standing out. That's all.
I just wanted to make a comment to what he was asking. I'm a representative of 100 Black Men. And one of the things when it comes to how you dress, have you heard the statement, when in Rome, do as the Romans? Depending on where it is that you are, you need to be able to be a chameleon. If everyone in the room has on a suit, you want to be able to wear a suit. If everyone is dressed in khakis, you want to be able to dress in khakis, but at the same time, if you're going to convey yourself as a professional, again, you need to kind of go back and forth and look at your environment and base what you do on your environment and what everyone else is doing. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes.
The brother, I was just like, I hated suits, seriously. But what my mom forced me to do was wear them, so it became a habit. You just keep doing it, you'll get comfortable, you'll be comfortable in your own skin. I don't like suits, I still don't like suits, but I know I look good in suits, so I'll put a suit on any day of the week for anybody. I'll put a suit on and go wash a car, because I know I look good, so just develop the habit of wearing a suit and you'll feel more comfortable.
I mean, I went to a school, me and my man right here, we went to a school, we wore a suit every day, like as a uniform, blazers.
That's probably why he don't like wearing it.
Yeah, we went somewhere and I feel like I don't need it now, but I feel like I do need it for when I come places like here.
Well, I understand where
I
you're
feel like I
coming from.
really don't need
Yeah,
it.
this is it. I understand where you're coming from. Because you're a videographer, right?
Yeah.
You know, film. You spend most of the time in the background, kind of, you know, post editing. That's how you do your work, how you earn your paycheck, correct?
Yeah.
So, you know, to Ms. Richardson's point, you know, you're dressing for that industry. You know,
That's the same industry my son's in.
you know, so that's okay. But you know, to everybody else's point, you know, it's a time and place for everything. So, you know, maybe you have a business appointment with, you know, a very important videographer or a client that's going to give you a major contract to do their post-production. Maybe a hip-hop artist to do their video, right? So, or let's say, you know, another executive, someone from a corporate background is going to give you a nice substantial amount of money via contract. You want to come to that meeting and, you know, and represent your best. You have to play the game to get what you want, is what I'm saying. So when you're in the back office and doing your work, post-editing, once you have the contract, oh, you can dress however you want, right?
I wanted to add one more thing. Because there are a lot of rules and there are a lot of no rules. But my nephew graduated MIT, George Washington Law School, okay, had dreadlocks down to here. Spent a year trying to find a job. Because he insisted that he was going to have his dreadlocks. Well, after, I mean, you couldn't ask for more impeccable credentials. And we kept on telling him, cut them off, you're in a very conservative industry, cut them off. He wouldn't believe us. Finally, he went to a headhunter. The headhunter looked at him and said, cut them damn things off. He got a job within the next week. So some industries, you just really have to conform. As much as you may not like it, you have to give up perhaps a little piece of yourself until you can get in the door.
Right.
That's what we're talking about, getting in the door.
I'm sorry.
I don't want you to lose your thought.
Okay. It's the reason why I want to comment is because I see my daughter really close in age, and it's funny when I went to Westchester, and when I was in college, I started my own business when I was in college, and I used to wear a lot of suits. So the professors treated me a lot differently because they thought that I was really serious. I was really serious about my business. Now, to comment, I like the way that you said that depending on which industries, it's going to dictate what you have to wear. Because I worked at two really big advertising firms. The first advertising firm I worked at right out of school was Tierney Communications. It was in the Bellevue Hotel downtown. So the governor had an office in the building, so they were strict on the suits. And they had dress down Fridays, but dress down Fridays really meant suit but no tie. It really wasn't dress down Friday. Now, I went to go work at a bigger advertising firm. And when I say bigger, I mean like this firm was owned by Microsoft. It was a really big firm, Avenue and Razorfish. And that firm, like you said before, in the tech field, advertising field, I went there, first day, when I interviewed, I had on a suit, and people were laughing, but not at me. They were just like, they literally like, the person was like, what the hell are you doing in a suit? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, we don't wear suits here. The person that interviewed me had on a t-shirt, jeans, and flip-flops. And then when I got there, the first 3 weeks I worked there, now granted, we had meetings with Google, Microsoft, they came in suits, but they were coming to see us. Everybody there with t-shirts, jeans, tank tops, flip-flops, and really big firm, really prestigious firm. I had on a suit the first 3 weeks, and people thought that I was trying to be better than them because I was wearing a suit. Like, do you know where you work? Like, wear what you need to wear. And in that instance, it was kind of negative because people thought I was trying to show off, but I was just trying to be professional. So then I had to start wearing jeans and t-shirts, and it was the other way around. So I'm just saying, like, in some places, you just really have to play the field, and you really have to fit in before you stand up.
And I think based on what you were saying, you know, and really in ode to what she was speaking of as well, you find your passion, you also find your place. You know, and I know for me, and I can tell you, you don't even need to wait for her nephew. I was one that had locks right where she hit me on my back up to last May. I was a music artist first before I became, and Russ will tell you, I was a music artist. Like, I enjoyed white tees before white tees became cool, you know, head wrap, and I was just, you know, I knew I was the next biggest neo-soul thing out of Philly. You know, the reality is, no matter how much recognition I had because of that music industry, I thought that, hey, listen, I could just throw the suit on and let the locks flow, keep it cool, keep it smooth. Didn't happen. And to show you the difference, and I actually saved the statistics, we increased business by 42% the moment I cut my locks off. Within about 38 to about 45 days.
Motivation.
Just a huge, significant increase. And one of the clients that I actually went to see, and he said to me, you know, this was a Caucasian apparel company, Caucasian-owned apparel company. And the guy said to me later, this is after the deal is done and we're already, you know, we're cool, we're buddy, but we're on first name basis now at this point. And he just said, hey man, you know, when I first met you, you know, I just couldn't get past those snakes in your hair. I was like, snakes? Like, am I Medusa? Like, what?